Hi, my name is Megan and I'm calling about your blog. Hello? Did you hang up on me? Oh, that's okay. I'm not mad. Son of a... Hey, my name is Megan and I'm the founder of the Cold Emailing Formula, and I work with professionals and businesses to help them land clients with cold emailing. Cold email versus cold call. Which is better, and importantly, why? Let's jump right in. My vote is for cold emailing all the way. Here's why. For starters, cold emailing is far less invasive. When you cold call someone, for them, it's completely out of the blue. You are intruding on their day and asking them to put down whatever they're doing right now and give you, a stranger, some of their time so that you can try to take their money. You're effectively taking away any control that they might have had. How about now? With cold emailing, they get to respond on their terms, which means that they get to retain some of that control. They're not put on the spot and expected to sit there and be a good listener and give thoughtful responses without even the slightest heads up. Which approach do you think is going to yield better results? Cold emailing. Secondly, cold emailing is much easier to control and direct, and that means that you can greatly minimize uncertainty and anxiety. Now, to be clear, I'm not telling you to avoid getting on the phone completely. In fact, as part of the Cold Emailing Formula, which is my program, I teach students to get on a call with leads, but it happens later in the relationship. But as that first touch point, why would you want to get on a call with a total stranger? There are so many variables, so many moving parts at play, that it makes it really hard to steer that relationship. And you have to figure all of this out on the spot because you're on the phone. You don't have any time to think. And keep in mind what I said a moment ago, cold calling is very invasive. People don't like when you cut into their day uninvited with a sales call. And you have less control over the situation, and you have to think on your feet and figure it out on the spot, and it's going to make it really hard for you to perform. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Again, cold emailing wins out. Like I said, getting on a call is still really important and it's really powerful, but that should not be your first touch point. If phone calls give you major anxiety, give me a yes in the comments. All right, third, with cold emailing, you can track your progress better. You can keep track of if and when your emails have been opened and how many times. So you know if you're being ignored, seen, considered. Knowing if a recipient has seen your email, and especially if they've seen it multiple times, even if they haven't responded yet, can really help you shape your strategy and your next steps. You don't have that kind of knowledge and transparency with a phone call. There are mostly two options. Either they picked up or they didn't. You can't really track much beyond that. Fourth, cold emailing adds a visual element to the conversation. When you send a cold email, you can share stats, testimonials, samples of your work. It brings the conversation and the relationship more to life. It makes it more tangible and real. With cold calling, you're just a strange voice on the phone. With cold emailing, you're sitting right there in their inbox. If you're trying to land clients, and especially if you are a new business owner, I strongly suggest you focus on cold emailing versus cold calling. It delivers consistent results and is a really powerful, efficient way to land high-paying clients. If you need some help with this, I've got a free guide that will teach you how to leverage the power of both LinkedIn and cold emailing so that you can attract more leads, form new relationships, and ultimately land more clients. The link to that is in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.